You know what punishment awaits if you continue, you infidel!
I don't know what you're talking about, and neither do you.
The Destroyer God's gone crazy!
Give me a break with all the God nonsense. I'm a normal guy, just a little wild.
I used the right bench, then I got
Benimaru Shinmon is the proper way to do the strongest. And I'm saying that with all glaze aside. Maybe just a little glaze. I mean, they didn't call him the destruction of gods for no reason. He was really like that. And that was mainly because he was the only character in this show that can use both second generation and third generation. Yeah, you heard what I said. Think deeply on that. But if you don't believe me, I got the evidence right here. But that's enough glazing and talking for me. And oh yeah, we back at it like a crackhead. Oh yeah.
I wanna get the Gucci bullets and Chanel and Prada. My shit got zeros and your shit got zeros, but we not the same, cause my shit got commas.
So the scene starts off, and this man Shinra turned around and see an Inferno throwing a big ass fireball at him. Whole time this nigga was a human like 2 seconds ago. When man's had turned into Inferno must have been the best news of his life. So he tossed the Inferno towards Shinra, and of course, it smacked him and Arthur right in the face. Then he pulled up on Shinra and gut checked him, punched that nigga right out the map. He went flying. This nigga just came to Inferno, and he already learned the controls and everything. So Arthur then had pulled up with his sword and tried to cut off his horn, but that shit was not cutting at all. He then hit Arthur in the air and was finna go in for the kill shot, but got smacked in the face by a fireball. And thank God somebody pulled up in third party. These two fellas was not ready for that smoke. Arthur and Shinra turned around and looked at the strongest character up in their universe. And trust me, they already know they can sit that ass down and rest. Everything is in good hands when this man Benimaru pulls up. And if you hop in my comment section and say Benimaru is another Gojo copycat, I'm gonna put hands on you. But as soon as Benimaru had hit the ground, the Inferno had pulled up on him and started getting straight hand-to-hand combat. But this man wasn't touching nothing. Benimaru had parried the first 4 attacks. After the 5th attack, Benimaru had grabbed the Inferno hand and flipped him on his backside. But the Inferno didn't stay on the ground too long as he sent his own attack towards Benimaru. But sending an attack towards Benimaru is useless because this man is both a second generation and third generation fire user. Which that means being a second and third generation fire user, meaning that he can control the flames and also make his own flames. Benimaru had then caught the flames that got sent at him and sent it right back towards him. When the flames had cleared, Benimaru seen the Inferno peeking his head, so he immediately pulled up on him and smacked him right in the chest. But they did nothing at all. Shit had me confused. If he hit anybody else with that, they would have been passed out. Inferno body so strong, Benimaru's hand was trembling after that attack. I'm talking about the Inferno just standing over there. Didn't even look like nothing even happened to him. So then Benimaru had to lock in. He talking about he know what gotta be done. Man's finally decided to lock in after his first attack didn't work. He must have thought this Inferno was sweet or something. So then Benimaru had pulled up on his broom, flying straight towards the Inferno, and then picked this man up and took him straight in the air. He had this Inferno really going for a joyride. So while Benimaru was taking the Inferno on a joyride, Arrow had lined up an arrow and shot it towards Benimaru to stop him. And Benimaru just in the air with his back turned, not even looking at the arrow. He basically could eat. But luckily this man Shinra had seen the arrow, so he immediately flew in the air to go get it. You would have thought how fast this man Shinra was flying to go get it. It was like the arrow was finna hit him. But that nigga is moving. As the arrow get close to Benimaru, he finally turned around and noticed. But as it seemed at the same time, Shinra was getting closer to the arrow as well. So then Benimaru had turned his head in confidence, knowing that Shinra was gonna get it. When Shinra finally caught up to the arrow, it wasn't as easy as he thought it was to move it off his target. And I'm already knowing after seeing that Benimaru probably turned his head around. Mans had put his trust in the wrong nigga. So as the arrow was flying towards Benimaru, after a lot of struggling and yelling, Shinra had finally moved the arrow off his course of hitting Benimaru. And she was just down there like, damn. If I was her, I would have said, damn, can you handle this one? And shot another arrow. Really don't understand why she didn't shoot another arrow. She wasn't trying to kill him for real. After Shinra hit the arrow off his course, Benimaru turned around and said, I knew you can do it. Nigga, please. Benimaru know damn well that shit was 3 seconds away from hitting him. He should have turned around and said, damn, I knew the plot was gonna save me. So after that, Benimaru had locked in and got ready to use his finishing move. He then kicked the Inferno more up in the air. And then he had pulled up some sticks to knock up the Inferno. It looked like this man was trying to time up a finishing move like he was playing a video game. So then after that happened, this man, Benimaru, had pulled up full speed and hit the Inferno right in the chest. But all the attack did was weaken the Inferno. It did not finish him off. After seeing that, even Benimaru himself was surprised. But they had a crowd on the ground looking up, watching him from above, so he knew he couldn't look like no fraud. So then Benimaru had lined his hands back up and went in for another attack, hitting him right in the chest, exploding this man's whole body off. And I don't know what type of person I'd be if I didn't let y'all hear this shit. Run the clip back for me, boss.
Sorry, Conroe.
And oh my God, that gotta be the most beautiful thing I ever heard in my life. The move is so perfect. the sound was even better. And I mean this with everything in my heart, all glazed aside. Besides Kakashi, this man Benimaru just gotta be one of the best anime characters of all time. The author of JJK gave me to take some notes. This is how you do the strongest properly. Nigga had to kill off with Gojo. Nigga, fuck that. You know what? This not about that. Let's move on. And not only did he kill the Inferno, this man's firepower was so strong that he had turned the moon red. And oh my God, this shit even more beautiful than the moon. I mean, everybody in the area was just looking up at the moon, admiring this man Benimaru work. I mean, the shit was so beautiful, he had even the enemy looking at it. Like, just look, he threw the perfect love for everybody that an aura form. Like, this shit look cool as hell. And I'm not even gonna lie, as cool as this look, this not even his best work. Let me show you this real quick. Tap in. So the scene starts off and we got Benimaru making a barrel float with his flame. As Benimaru prepared to throw the barrel, Shinra had pulled up and kicked it out his hand. Ain't no way this man Shinra is picking a fight with Benimaru. Well, not really. It all just a real big misunderstanding. Basically, one of the White Clad members had acted like the captain of Company 8, saying that he was gonna bring flames to Asakusa. And just so happened Benimaru was able to see it and hear it. So the scene cut back to the White Clad members saying that they had successfully started a fight between Company 8 and Asakusa. So they had dipped immediately. Their job was basically done. That's all they came here for. So the scene cuts back and Benimaru had lined up this big ass fireball and was preparing to throw it. Can't even say prepared. He ain't prepared nothing. He just threw that shit. He throws the fireball and Maki pulls up and she stopped it. After she stopped Benimaru attack, she immediately started barking. She thought she was like that. And no lie, if I stop the strongest person in the universe, I'll be barking like that too. But let me show you what actually happened.
You're a soldier just like you. Don't look down on me.
You think you blocked that?
Yeah, I don't know what she thought when they say he was a second and third generation fire user. And why wouldn't trash niggas do one thing? They always think they on par with the best. After that, Shinra had put up on Benimaru, but Maki had some unfinished business. Bro weaved this shit in slow motion. Look at him. Like, I'm really getting tired of this nigga Benimaru. This whole video, he had been doing nothing but ore forming. Like, you got swag, cool, like, save some hoes for us. Like, Maki really pulled up full speed and he talking about it's already bad enough this nigga the strongest in the universe. What else do you more? What else do your heart desire? While in a quick hand-to-hand combat with Maki, he then grabs her leg, throw it towards Shinra, and they both fall into the water. Had them falling in the water like an episode of Wipeout. The scene cuts back to Benimaru getting shot at, but he stopped the bullets with his flame control. Then the lieutenant came up with the great idea to see if this man Benimaru can both control the flames and ignite his own flames while fighting. Seemed like a good plan to me. Let's see the results. So then Arthur and Tamaki had pulled up on this man while the lieutenant was shooting him. Benimaru then used a flame to knock the bullets away. Tamaki came flying down with an attack but got kicked in the face, wrapping around this tree. Wrapping your body around a tree like that gotta be some type of long-term back injury. After getting wrapped around the tree, Arthur didn't even get a chance to fight, which day he got grabbed and got used as a human shield, get hit by the bullet. And I'm hoping that answered the lieutenant question. He can use both his second generation and third generation powers at the same time. And low-key, the nigga should've just asked him. He did not have to get them both slimed for this. After that, Benimaru had activated his abilities and then he had used 4-on-1 chop. And they was low-key just sitting around thinking ain't shit happened. Me too, I was lost. I thought he was withdrawing from the fight. Turns out that shit was just a delayed attack because they end up still getting hit with it. So then after that, this man Obi had came out looking like Iron Man in a whole suit of armor, but he was still getting smacked with flames. And with all that firepower, I know bro inside that suit warming up like he inside a microwave. So then Obi had put on Benimaru with his suit of armor, but bro was not phased at all. He then used his body as a ladder and kicked him with a foot full of flames. After that, Obi pulled up and tried to body slam him, but he got up out of there real quickly, knocking this man far back. And it's crazy to see, even while being mad at Company 8, he's still not going all out. So then after that, Benimaru had used his sticks to attack Obi while he was inside the suit. But as the dust settled and the smoke cleared, this man Obi was just sitting there like that suit really fireproof. After we all know that shit not fireproof, bro just trying to sit up there and look cool. So after that, this man Obi had put out some smoke grenades and threw them towards Benimaru. And once the smoke surrounded Benimaru, he had threw a fire extinguisher. Where the fuck he get that from? I see he just pulling out random things out that big ass suit. I wonder what else he got in there. So then Obi had put up on Benimaru, but he got kicked up in the face and then got hit with a fire attack. Obi then made another smoke screen and tried to hit him with an armor back, but Benimaru sliced it in half. Then he dropped 10 grenades. To say this man got no type of firepower, this man Obi is surely locked in. Obi had attempted another sneak attack on Benimaru, but it did not work because he kicked him over and landed on top of him. Benimaru then raised his hands up and hit him with another attack. And I'm sure if this man Obi wanted to take off that face shield, this man is up in there sweating like he just got done with a 5-minute workout. After all that, he still managed to hit this man Benimaru with a crazy headbutt. So after getting touched for the first time and we don't know how long, this man decided to turn it up a notch. So you telling me Benimaru could have been did this and finished the fight? Was he out there just throwing around with them? This man gotta be stopped. So this man Benimaru had it all set up. He was just waiting to do his Nichirin. But before Benimaru can even finish his Nichirin, he was stopped by one of his companions. So he had spared them low key. And boy, I'm glad. He would have ended our season early. But hold up, hold your horses. I'm not even done yet. Wait till you see this next one. Check it out. So the scene starts off, and we got Benimaru, old captain, and he pulled up and kicked Benimaru right in the chest. And already off that first kick, I already knew we found us a good contender to fight this man Benimaru. So after getting kicked in the stomach, Benimaru then pulls back up on his old captain, but this man had no fear. He was more readier than a kid getting ready to go on their first day of school. Outfit on the bed and everything. Benimaru finally pulled up and they clashed attacks, and these niggas made the move. Like, just look at this firepower. This shit got the waves even changing colors. No, literally look, the waves are literally changing colors. So both Benimaru and this old captain decide to clash attacks one more time, and the fire force behind the attack literally shine brighter than the sun. But surprisingly, it seemed like Benimaru had lost the clash against his old captain as he went flying back, but catching himself with his stick. Then after that, this man Benimaru had pulled back up on his old captain, and they was clashing, which that seemed to be even. After a while, they're just back and forth striking. They seen they wasn't getting nowhere, so they decided to step it up a notch. Benimaru started pulling out a move out of his arsenal that looked like it was gonna make your stomach hurt for 10 plus days. But it looked and seemed like his old captain was on the same type of timing. So they had finally clashed, and it looked like the clash was another stalemate. And at this point, shit is getting scary. I'm wondering, is he finna take his first L? After the clash, you can see both of their flame powered Gaban had made a sun brighten light, which they had blinded everybody that was watching the fight. It's so scary to see that they fire force had both made the moon and the sun. These niggas are getting it in. After the clash, Benimaru, old captain, had finally caught this man slipping and hit him with the most craziest fire attack I ever seen in my life. And from the perspective I was looking, it looked like Benimaru got wiped off the map. I'm just saying. So after he hit Benimaru with the fire attack, the fire soon had cleared up, and then we seen the old captain making a grin after his attack, but that was not the grin of victory. That was the grin of somebody that was just trying to catch some more work. So the camera had panned back to a non-dead Benimaru, and he was pulling out shit I'd never seen in this show. I literally had to pause my screen and zoom in and say, what the fuck is this? And then I had to just relax, sit my ass down and enjoy the show. This man fire force so hot that his flames are both blue and red. And then once I seen his people down below celebrating, I knew it was rap. They must have all been there when he was practicing and perfecting this move or something. So as the firework continued, you can see Benimaru in midair starting up his Nietzsche ring. And I guess all the theories they was spilling on YouTube was true. This nigga might just be a sun god. And the whole time we watching this and enjoying the show, the camera flipped to his old captain. This man enjoying it too. I thought he was here to kill this man. He low-key a fan. So then this man Benimaru started activating his Nietzsche ring, but the fire force from his light was so bright, it just started blinding the old captain. He got that man over there stuck in the finishing move animation. Can't move or nothing. And as the camera zoomed in on the captain, you can just see his eyes getting bigger and bigger. I'm wondering what he's seeing. And when the camera had switched to this man Benimaru, I seen the fear in his eyes from my own eyes. Cause what is this? This man looking like a pure demon. And the crowd just down there going even more crazier. Not even the slightest doubt in the air. They already knew this was dubs. The old captain had looked down, and it was already wraps. It was GG's from there. From the sights I'm seeing right now, this man Benimaru got to be the sun god they was talking about. It's just crazy to see how strong Benimaru is compared to the other characters. But nevertheless, Benimaru did his final Nietzsche ring of the show, and it completely destroyed the old captain. And like before, earlier in this very video, his Nietzsche ring had made a fiery crimson moon. And I say, this is true art. And even this old captain was happy to see how far this man Benimaru has come. But I low-key peeped they both got the same last name. He probably his grandpa or something. Nevertheless, his old captain had said his final words before disappearing for good this time. And not to mention, we got this big ass crazy explosion after the move. Like, bro, we get it, he's strong. Like, stop trying to show us that. Had this man running like Benimaru was dead or something. And you already know he had the ore form. Instead of just dropping in the water and swimming to the shore, or flying on his sticks like he normally do, this is what he decided to do. Let me let you see this for yourself.
So, it's the old boss.
Like, bro, come on. He just gonna ore form the whole time? And mind you, not a single hole around. He's just doing this for the fun of it. So the scene starts up and Fire Force give us the most craziest lineup ever. Benimaru versus Benimaru. And this right here, this is what I like to see. Look like we finally get to see Benimaru go all out. So we cut back to the scene and Benimaru, the second one, not the first one. This man absolutely started going nuts. Like, this nigga so strong he turned into the sun. And basically every doppelganger that's in Fire Force is supposed to be stronger than the actual person, because that's how everybody sees you. So the people around you or your friends see you fight and they think you strong, means that your doppelganger gonna be strong. But if you weak as shit and then people see that you weak, your doppelganger is gonna be weak. And people obviously think Benimaru is strong as shit. That's why his doppelganger turned into a whole ass sun. And that's only because the people around him think he's a sun god. We cut back to the scene and Benimaru, the second one, is still going crazy. Like, this man doppelganger said, let me show you the real Nietzsche ring. His shit cover over the earth. And Ma say, if Benimaru don't beat his doppelganger, niggas in this universe is cooked. So after showing off his nature ring, which is covering around the earth, we can see that this man got flames around him, like as if he is the flame. And then I started to notice that Benimaru haven't said a single word yet. He just watching this man show off. But it was for a reason, because Benimaru had pulled up on this man and one-shotted him with ease. This man Benimaru really did that shit with no effort at all. Like, just look at his doppelganger face. This man was mid-conversation. And you already know, every win Benimaru get, his crowd always go crazy. Like, bro, just imagine how strong Benimaru truly is. If he was able to be his doppelganger that was strong as shit. The scene cuts back and Benimaru was yelling at his people for thinking that he was actually that weak. This shit is crazy. But thank y'all boys for watching this video. That's all I got for Fire Force today. I got more Benimaru fights I wanted to do, but I was gonna say that for another time. Relax. But look, thank y'all boys for watching this video. Like, comment, sub up, do what you want with it. But look, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. I'm out this thing. Peace.
It's just you and me, with no rules, just like you. I get lonely too.
一回だけですよ。